In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Mask Modifier in Blender and how to control what stays visible using vertex groups and even gradient weights. This is a super useful workflow if you want to hide part of a mesh non-destructively, create cleaner modeling setups, or isolate specific sections of an object while you work. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Blender tips and beginner-friendly guides. Let's jump in. First, open Blender and start a new file by going to File, then New. Once the default scene loads, select the cube and delete it by pressing X and confirming Delete. Now we need a model to work with, so press Shift and A, go to Mesh, and add a monkey. The Suzanne monkey mesh is perfect for demonstrating modifiers because it has enough shape and detail to clearly show the effect. With the monkey selected, go over to the Modifiers tab, which is the wrench icon on the right side of the interface. Click Add Modifier, then choose Mask. At this point, the Mask Modifier is added, but it does not know what part of the mesh to keep visible yet. That is where vertex groups come in. Now go to Object Data Properties, which is the green triangle icon. Under the Vertex Group section, click the plus button to create a new group. This group is going to control which vertices the Mask Modifier uses. Next, press Tab to enter Edit Mode. In Edit Mode, select the vertices you want to remain visible. You can use Box Select to grab a section quickly, or press L over a connected area to select linked geometry. Once you have your selection, click Assign while the vertex group is active. Because the weight is set to 1, those selected vertices are fully assigned to the group. Now switch back to the Modifiers tab. In the Mask Modifier, find the Vertex Group field and choose the group you just created. As soon as you do that, Blender will only show the vertices that were assigned to that group. This is the core of how the Mask Modifier works. It lets you reveal or hide geometry based on vertex group membership, which makes it really handy for modeling workflows and controlled visibility. Now let's take it one step further and add a gradient weight to the same object. Go back into Edit Mode by pressing Tab. Select all the vertices with A, then go back to the Vertex Groups panel and make sure your group is selected. Click Remove to clear the previous assignment so we can rebuild the weights in a more gradual way. After that, switch to Weight Paint mode. In Weight Paint mode, find the Gradient tool in the left toolbar. This tool lets you paint weights from one side of the mesh to the other using a smooth transition. Drag across the mesh to create a gradient. One side will have higher weight and the other side will have lower weight, which gives you a smooth fall-off instead of a hard edge. Once the gradient is in place, go back to the Modifiers tab again. The Mask Modifier is still using the same vertex group, but now the visibility is driven by the weight values you painted. Adjust the threshold setting in the Mask Modifier to control how much of the mesh is visible. As you change it, you'll see the mesh reveal itself more gradually, which is great for showing off the smooth masking effect. This is where the Mask Modifier becomes especially powerful. Instead of just hiding or showing an entire section, you can create smooth visibility transitions. That means it works really well with dense geometry, soft reveals, stylized transitions, and any setup where you want more control over what the modifier displays. And the best part is that this workflow is fully non-destructive. You can go back and change the vertex group at any time, repaint the weights, or adjust the threshold without permanently altering the mesh. That makes it a great technique to keep in your Blender toolkit. So to quickly recap, add the Mask Modifier, create a vertex group, assign your selected vertices, and then use that group inside the modifier. If you want a smoother effect, use Weight Paint mode and the Gradient tool to create a weight transition, then fine-tune the threshold. It's simple, flexible, and works reliably in recent versions of Blender. If this Blender tutorial helped you, please give the video a like, subscribe for more Blender guides, and let me know in the comments what Blender tool you want to learn next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.